has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion.
Welcome, minion.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me now? Slight problem with the microphone. Knurter, thank you for the remember. Over on YouTube, 21 months. Okay, good. I need to talk a little quieter than normal. Some of my kids complain that sometimes they can hear me shouting at night. So, how are we all? Any news that I've missed? It's the weekend. Been busy. Kind of tired, actually. My son was competing in trial bike on Saturday. Out in the middle of nowhere. Very cool. Mildly terrifying. There you go.
Welcome, minion.
Thank you for the remember, Snake Doctor. Just woke from a nice Sunday nap. Bloody hell, I'm getting old. Nothing wrong with it. What we got here? Thank you, Mark, for the $5 New Zealand dollar super chat. Good morning. Apparently Xbox have dropped the Game Pass by 7%? 7%? Or is that US $7 and you hit the wrong key? Dollars. By $7? Okay. I use PC Game Pass at the moment, and I think that probably isn't going down by $7. New Valve controller will cost over €100. Do I really need a Valve controller? From $30 to $23. It's still kind of expensive if you ask me, but hey. Oh, the PC is going from 16 to 14. Yeah, okay, no, I'll take that. I'll accept that. Thank you very much. Yeah, the PC Game Pass seems to be a damn sight better deal than the Xbox Game Pass, which makes very little sense to me, but someone can probably explain it. They raised it from 17 to 30 not long ago. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit odd. We don't get good news that often, so once in a while, it's nice once in a while. Yes, it is. Xbox Ultimate covers also PC. Yeah, but the Ultimate's really expensive, I believe. You can actually just get PC Game Pass only, and it's just a lot cheaper. So that's the one I've got. But that means that awake, shouldn't they need to be sleeping? Well, they're going to bed now. They're getting ready and going to bed. You got to remember the youngest is 13. But yeah, they should be sleeping, but if their father's next door screaming and shouting and they can hear through the wall, it's kind of on the father, that, really, isn't it? So I should definitely try to keep it a little late. And that was it. No new games, no new trailers I'm supposed to check out. And then never play, because I never get time. Ooh. My mum used to yell at Monday Night Football all night. Tuesday was always a sleepy day at school for me, yeah. No big news. Oh, that's good, isn't it? That is good. Been a relatively quiet week on the channel. I released a review of Terran Armada. And I'd say 99% of the response I got from it was, yeah. Vague mix of, well, thanks for telling us. We'll skip that one all the way to, did you expect anything less? I sort of semi-dislike comments like that. I can't believe you expected any better from Bethesda. I mean, why wouldn't I? I mean, why wouldn't I expect better? I mean, sure, they've made a few missteps. Should I expect every single solitary thing they ever do to be a complete misstep? And then talk about how surprised I am that something was quite good? Some people live to be miserable and expect the worst. Yeah, some people, right, here's the weird thing, right? I do get pushback from haters. I do. You know, there are people who hate Bethesda, hate Starfield, but I call them haters. So if you're someone who goes, oh, I don't think of myself as a hater, I just really can't stand Starfield, or I found Starfield boring, that doesn't make you a hater. Haters are like fanboys, only the opposite side. Same coin, different side. And fanboys, that's not the same as a fan. I know the root of the word fan comes from fanatic, but let's face it, if you're a fan of a game, you just like it. You cheer it on, you think, well, that's a great game, like that game. Yeah, fanboys are different. Fanboys and haters are different. I mean, I suppose the easiest way to describe it would be they live for this fandom or hatred. Their identities are wrapped up in whatever it is they're hating or fanboys of, yeah? And there are definitely people who have invested an awful lot of their own identity in hating Bethesda. Right? There are some people. I mean, if you visit, I'd say more than 3 videos about a game you don't like and leave a negative comment, you're probably a little too invested in hating that game. Is that, I would say 3, maybe 4 if there was an interesting discussion going on. But you could tell some of these people have posted the same comment probably hundreds of times. It's like this is worrying now. It's like people who fanboy on New Vegas and hate on Fallout 3. Yeah, no, absolutely. There's edges of ridiculousness to some of the things they say. But the fanboys are as annoying. I will admit, I prefer fanboys to haters, but there's such a thin line between the two. And often fanboys become haters anyway. And this isn't just gaming. You know, you could be a fanboy of a Formula 1 driver and you can watch people devolve into becoming haters of anyone who's competing against that guy. And it's because, once again, they've got just too much of their own identity wrapped up in this.
Welcome, minion.
Avery, thank you for the resub. 97 months. But yeah, no, there are Bethesda fanboys. Not many of them, I'll tell you that. On the latest on that Terran Armada video I did, there were 3 or 4 of them popped up, which is not many. There was one of them who was going, well, it's got the most player count of any game on Steam at the moment. Have you ever considered that it was a you problem? I'm like, Okay, I suppose I should consider that. If everyone else thinks it's awesome, it could just be me. But I can only report my experiences. I mean, I don't care if it's the most played game on Steam. I mean, that's, again, I don't object to other people liking it. I'm a bit surprised that it's the most played game, if that's actually true. Honestly, I would have thought Fallout 4 and Skyrim were beating it at this point. But, you know, I don't follow these things. If other people are enjoying it, that's fine. I've just got to call out what I experienced. I mean, someone said to me, the bug that I had with the taking all the different types of damage in the middle of a conversation and on a nice, balmy planet, that's a bug that wasn't part of the quest. So it's very possible I was getting jaded by bugs that didn't hit other people. Apparently that's a known bug that hits randomly from time to time. But, imagine hating Charles Leclerc, one of the nicest F1 drivers, because you're a Lewis Hamilton fan and just hating him on... Really? I've not seen anyone hate Charles Leclerc because they're a Hamilton fan. I've seen a bit of Max Verstappen hatred because you're a Hamilton fan. I've seen that. Although, I tell you what I do see. I see way more Lewis Hamilton hatred. That I see. And I mean, to be honest, you semi-expect that. Max Verstappen's got a lot of hate since... Well, actually, Max Verstappen always incited a little bit of hatred, even before he became world champion. Once you become 4 times world champion, there's going to be a cadre of people who hate you. It just seems to be the thing. He did invite a little bit of it beforehand, because Max is... Yeah, Max... Whether you like it or not, he's the villain of F1. He's your Dick Dastardly type. Whereas it's absolutely true. Leclerc is your hero type. He is. I've not seen anyone having a go at Leclerc. I must hang around in the wrong places. So, but yeah, no. So, like, I did. There was a couple of people who made comments. One person, the funniest one, I think, was basically saying,
Welcome.
"You only played one episode and then nothing else," he said, and I'm like, "What are you talking about? I didn't play any episodes. I did one stream," and he was like, "I'm calling bullshit on that," he said, all smug like. "I doubt you've even played such and such a side quest. In fact, I don't believe you've played any side quest whatsoever." And I'm like, I literally had footage of the side quests, that's some of the side quests anyway, as I was talking about the problems I had with the side quests in this video. And it's at this point you realise these people don't watch the videos. They don't listen to what you say. They don't watch the video. You saw the thumbnail where I had the thumb down and saying it's a hard no from me. That was it. That's what he saw, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't play it. You can't have played it. If you don't like this DLC, you just can't have played it." And it's like, I give up. I give up, really. There's nothing you can say there. Or somebody was like, "You've become a hate tuber," and I'm like, again, I even said in the video I wanted to like this one. I wanted to like this, and it's like, yeah, no. You've come to the video with a narrative, and you didn't pay any attention to what I said. You paid attention to what you think somebody you disagree with would say. I got this all the time. I'm more used to getting it from the haters, because usually they call me a paid shill. That's what it is. It's like, I have had so many comments from haters who accuse me of saying things that I never said. Number of people have said, "Oh, well, you're a big supporter of the Creation Club." You remember that abomination? The Creation Club? And I'm like, what are you talking about? "No, I remember you said you liked it and you loved it." And I'm like, what? Where? No. When what are you talking about? But they get it in their head. You don't hate Bethesda, therefore, and they just start attaching probably things that other people have said to you. Or they might just be trolling. No, sometimes you can get people trolling, but sometimes, I don't know. Ocean Gaming, thank you for the resub. Glad of War, thank you for the resub over on Twitch. Ben Sunrider, I sometimes console myself with the idea that those sort of people exist to make the rest of us feel better about our intellect. Okay, no, don't be nasty. These people are not... It's nothing to do with intelligence. And it's everything to do with a lot of people simply working on pure vibes. But here's the thing. Most people work on vibes to some extent, right? They do. Most people work on feelings and vibes rather than reason and rationale. But we sort of at some level know that that's bad, so we always try to find ways to rationalize our own feelings as though they were fact. And this is one of the things they warn people about. I say to people, whenever you say something, just understand it's your personal preference. And it's okay to have a personal preference. It's okay to say, you know what, I just don't like Game X because of this, that, and the other. You don't have to. Game X was objectively bad and not a role-playing game because it didn't do Y. And it's like, none of what you just said made any sense. Just say you didn't like it. Maybe you didn't like the writing. It's okay to not like something. You don't have to somehow convince the world that it's been scientifically proven to be bad. Same reason some people get attached to review scores. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. The Matthew! Thank you for the remember. But yeah. I'm sort of used to getting grief from the haters, but from the fanboys of Bethesda, it's a bit of a weird one. So yeah, I did get corrected on one thing though, because one of the things I was pushing back on in the comments was people were saying, well, what you have to remember, Gopher, is it's not really that big of a deal because it was free, and I'm like, it was not free. You didn't have to pay for it if you had the extended edition, but you paid for that. That's like the season pass. But I got corrected, and they said no. If you actually check it, it only includes the first DLC, Shattered Space. That's the only one it includes, which is fair enough. I can still say it's crap. I can still say Terra Armada is crap, and the Free Lanes update is subpar. It's just not very good. It was not well implemented. Both of them, both updates, both Terra Armada and Free Lanes, just not very well done at all. Fundamentally flawed in multiple ways. But some people just do not want to hear that. For some people, my dislike of Free Lanes, they've convinced themselves it's because I don't understand it. They've convinced themselves. You're just confused by the mechanics. And I'm like, it's not really complicated mechanics. I'm not. The only confusion I have is, why would you do it this way? That's my only real confusion. I'm like, why? Do you know the weird thing? I realized visiting some things in Terra Armada. They do have certain things appear on the map that can only be found in cruise mode. So like half the bloody arguments people tried to make that it was somehow magically impossible to get contacts on the map that you could only find in the cruise mode fails because of Terra Armada straight away. Terra Armada marks things that you can only find in cruise control on the map. Like, but yeah. Also, people feel Max got a little bit of a head start because of his dad, Jos Verstappen. Are we still talking about Formula 1 over on Twitch? We are. Of course Max got a head start because of his father, Jos, but there is nobody on the planet thinks Max is in Formula 1 because of nepotism. Max is freaking brilliant. Max is a superb driver. He has questionable... I wouldn't say racecraft. His racecraft is superb. When I say questionable sportsmanship, I'm going to call it that. And everybody knows it. Even his fans know it. Max, he's your Dick Dastardly. He is. He will do the dirty. He's Michael Schumacher. You know, Michael Schumacher was like that. So was Ayrton Senna, though. So was Ayrton Senna. But since Michael Schumacher, we've gotten more used to a certain level. And this doesn't mean Formula 1 drivers don't push it a little bit, or they're not getting their elbows out. They're getting their elbows out. But Max, you know, he took it to a different level. Who's Max? Max Verstappen. We're going between conversations here. Formula 1's back next week. I'll get it out of my system. So, there you go. What did I walk in on? Sorry, Formula 1 talk. I'll stop. I'm going to stop.
Welcome, minion.
Snake Doctor, thank you for the resub over on Twitch. 100 months. Look at that. Max getting a head start because of his dad is true, but his dad wasn't exactly a great F1 driver in his time. See, that's true. Jos Verstappen wasn't that good. Max is, and he is. He's bloody brilliant. But Charles Leclerc is absolutely brilliant. Probably one of, if not the fastest driver over one lap, Charles Leclerc. I mean, there are some really fast, good qualifiers. You got your George Russells. Hamilton's still a pretty good qualifier, I would imagine. He was always a good qualifier, Hamilton, but he was never like it. He was one of these people who was like a good qualifier, but a great racer. And I actually put Max Verstappen in that category. Good qualifier, great racer. Max often does some great qualifyings, but then so did Hamilton. But people like Leclerc and even George Russell to some degree have this thing on Saturday where they just... usually I think it's they're just willing to push it to the edge. They'll push those cars to the point where they're... It's basically, I'm going to get a brilliant lap or I'm going to bin it. I'm going to bury this in the wall. Yeah. NASCAR is the one in the circle, right? Yeah, probably. I think NASCAR is circular, normally. I only follow F1, sorry. Ocean Gaming said, Gopher, honestly, I hope this was the last DLC and they are full on in test now, but we will see. Here's the thing, Ocean Gaming. The feeling I get from Terran Armada and this update, the Free Lanes update, is a tiny team, a small team, knocking together some content to make it look like they still care. When most of the team have moved on to Elder Scrolls 6. And that's good news to Elder Scrolls fans. But honestly, my feeling here is, if you're not going to do it properly, don't do it half-assed. Now, a lot of people liked Free Lanes, so you know what? They released Free Lanes. Okay, great. I can't imagine there's that many people enjoyed Terran Armada. It was really bad. And this is the second thing that Bethesda have done that's annoyed me. Free Lanes didn't annoy me. Don't get me wrong. Free Lanes did not annoy me. They updated it. They tried to add some space travel thing. It works kind of, but it's just terribly implemented. No, okay, fine, whatever. You know, you can ignore it if you want. Terran Armada, this was content they released, and if you don't have the full extended version, you've got to buy this. It's a $10 DLC, and it's absolutely appalling value for money, in my opinion. If you've got $10, and you want to play more Starfield, for God's sake, do not buy Terran Armada. Get Watchtower. King Gath Creations Watchtower. Watchtower is... to say it's 10 times better would be ridiculous. It's 100 times better. It's just orders of magnitude better. I know I'm biased on this, but it's just better. It's not even comparable. And of course, I was very negative about the Trackers Alliance Vulture DLC. When it came out, $7. I was disgusted with that. They have since fixed that by making it Trackers Alliance complete. And I'll give them the dues. They fixed it. I'll give them the dues. They fixed it. I can't imagine they're going to fix Terran Armada. And I can't imagine there's going to be a free update in 6 months where they actually flesh out Terran Armada. Zero. What was the first thing that annoyed you, Go, for horse armor? Horse armor didn't annoy me. I just didn't buy it. Horse armor I just didn't buy. Horse armor I just took one look at and thought, nope. I was very late to the party of hating microtransactions. I was of the opinion of like, yeah, just ignore it. Pfft, whatever. Same with things like loot boxes. I'm like, yeah, just ignore them. But loot boxes, I'm convinced are gambling, which can be a problem for some people. But microtransactions, I've come to terms with the idea that they are actually a bad incentive for the developer. They incentivize the developer to, well, to do some crappy stuff. Release a half-finished product and then sell you the fix. I'm looking at you, Civilization 7. Why buy horse armor when you can mod to better? Modding was sort of it was up and running in those days, but not to the level it is now, and certainly not as widely known. But microtransactions started before horse armor, honestly. Did they? I don't remember what the earliest microtransactions were. But I've come to the conclusion that microtransactions just basically set up a toxic incentive for the developers. They want to make money by selling you microtransactions, so there needs to be something about the game where you feel you need that microtransaction to make the game better. That's just a terrible incentive. You know what I mean? This says, I mean, horse armor says, you know what? People probably would have liked horse armor, wouldn't they? And look, the thing is I wasn't annoyed by it at the time, and to some degree, I don't mind the idea of DLC, of expansion packs. If your game is successful, and you go, ooh, everyone loves this, let's make an expansion pack. Let's make Shivering Isles. More of this. Everyone loved this. Let's go away for a year and make more of this. Yeah. This concept I love. I was having a conversation with someone recently and I said, Bethesda could have released a Skyrim DLC like the Dragonborn once a year, every year, and I'd still be buying them if they were like $10 or even $20, to be honest. I'd still be buying them. I don't know what Dragonborn costs. I think it's about $10. I'd buy them for Skyrim. Yes, I would. This is, you know, if it's an actual expansion pack with tons of new content, I'm down for it. I am down for it. Which tells you what I need from The Elder Scrolls 6. I need more Skyrim. I don't mean it being Skyrim, but I want it's. I don't even. The person I was talking to said, you know, it should just have better graphics, and I said, honestly, it doesn't even need better graphics for me, because like I said, they could have released a DLC every single year for Skyrim, and I would have bought it. I would have loved it, right? I recently played what is an expansion pack DLC for Skyrim, Bard's College expansion. Bloody brilliant. Loved it. So, I don't mind the concept of expansions to your game. expansions. But I feel like that's what the DLC should always feel like. An expansion. And I don't mean that old term, an expansion pack. It doesn't need to be like a $20 or $30 expansion pack like Shivering Isles or whatever. But it should feel like an expansion of the game that was already finished. It shouldn't feel like it's filling holes that were in the original game. You know what I'm saying? Shivering Isles didn't fill a hole that was, you know, a glaring omission in Oblivion. It added something new to Oblivion that possibly we weren't even expecting. And for me, Dawnguard, Dragonborn DLCs, they did that. They added something I didn't know I wanted. It wasn't sat around going, oh my god. Whereas things like the Trackers Alliance, that's a little... I quite like Trackers Alliance now, and I do think it's worth the money now, just. But there is a little side of me. I nod when other people say, this feels like it should have been something that was in the game from the start. I do find myself somewhat nodding and saying, yeah, Shattered Space is the same. It's like, yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I do understand sometimes they introduce things like House Baroon and then they're planning the DLC. But I think that's what bothers me. Actually, I think that's what bothers me. I don't like it that people make games now with DLC planned. I don't mind if you've got some vague idea. But, you know, that's if you've got some vague idea, that's fine. But, like, if you've got a game where there are three main factions, United Colonies, Freestar, and House of Arun, don't do quest lines for two of them and leave one of them for a DLC. Just, no, please don't do that. Do something else for the DLC. So I guess that's... Yeah. Gopher is channeling his inner Sean Connery. Wait, what? What have I missed? What have I missed? Gopher sounds like my crazy uncle. He also drinks a bit. Oh, because I'm slurring. Yeah, sorry. DLC. Got it. Gopher, trust me, it will get worse. Well, I mean, it might get better. I mean, it will change. I don't think... I mean, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to get much worse because I think Bethesda are at the lowest point I can think possible for them. You know, they didn't... I mean, Fallout 4 was a good game, but there were cracks that were showing. They filled some of those cracks in when they made Starfield, but again, there were cracks in Starfield. There are flaws. There are problems. There's a... You know, there's this feeling of, that's not quite what we wanted. That kind of thing. Again, I like Starfield. Think it's kind of a pretty good game. Pretty good game. I prefer Fallout, I think. Probably. But it's not like Skyrim. Or Fallout 3. Or Fallout New Vegas. Or, you know what I mean? I don't... But, you know, we had Fallout 76, which I know some people love, but again, I feel like Bethesda have been sort of thrashing around a little bit, doing stuff that sometimes lands okay and then sometimes completely fails, and it's like, I don't know, they've had too many little missteps over the years since Skyrim. Fallout 4 wasn't a huge misstep, but there were things in there. You just remembered Clockwork Revolution. The game looks like it might be awesome. Well, there are plenty of great games coming out, I'm guessing. You spent 10% of your Fallout 4 playthrough yelling, "God damn it, Bethesda," so there were cracks. Oh, there were. There definitely were cracks. My biggest gripe was the voice protagonist and the dialogue system. I believe that was a bad direction for Bethesda to go. That's just not the sort of game they're good at. But here's the thing. I was then pleasantly surprised that in Starfield they've gone back to the old way of doing things. Silent protagonist, standard RPG style dialogue. Not sure how I feel about the zooming in Fallout 3 style camera work. I think I sort of prefer Skyrim. I think I prefer the dialogue system of Skyrim. But they went back to something similar. I love the persuasion game in Starfield. Needs work, but I think it was a good direction. So it's not like they always do bad things. There are plenty of good things they do. But I feel like it's just like, oh, here's a good thing, there's a bad thing. Here's a good thing, it's a bad... There's a bit of thrashing around going on. So you still have some hope for tests with Bethesda. I mean, I was talking to someone yesterday, like I said, literally all they need to do is create a new land and just make a main quest that takes you around that land but is not essential, right? I.e. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind. Make it so that this quest is not like you have to do it to be able to unlock things. I don't want that. That was mistake number 1 in Fallout 4, I guess. Well, mistake number 2, because I still think the dialogue was a worse decision. But make it so that it's almost optional, but if you do engage with the main quest, also make it so that it doesn't become, well, time critical. I want to be able to engage with the main quest a little bit and then pause for a couple of weeks and not have it feel like I'm being stupid, right? Have a bunch of factions and faction quests and races and a whole new world. And honestly, yeah, probably should look a little nicer, all things considered, but it's going to look a little nicer. But just Skyrim. Thanks. So yeah. Yeah. If you look at Skyrim versus Skyrim Plus versus Skyrim Plus Plus, whatever they decided to call it, you'll find that UX got worse and worse, even with the game being essentially the same. I don't know what UX means. I don't know what UX means. If you mean Skyrim Special Edition and Skyrim Anniversary Edition, I mean, Special Edition is better than Skyrim because it's a 64-bit engine. UX, user experience. The user experience is pretty much identical on the games. They really are. I mean, Skyrim Special Edition really just makes the game perform better on modern machines and improved some of the visuals. I mean, that wasn't hard, but the actual user experience was identical. SE was the best version. Anniversary. I don't even know what Anniversary Edition is. Isn't Anniversary Edition just a special edition with some creations added? Which I'm just not a fan of at all. I'm not a fan of at all. It's just, no, not really. Mm. But yeah, Special Edition. Special Edition was basically, they took Skyrim and they made it 64-bit aware. 64-bit, 4 gigabyte aware naturally, so you don't need patches for it. The controls got worse. What? Controls are identical for me, as far as I remember. I mean, I just use mouse and keyboard though. Escape for system menu. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. I mean, little things like that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's an odd choice, I suppose. Yeah, right. But the generic gameplay, I mean, if you're talking about little things like that, I suppose there were some things that probably left me scratching my head. But overall, playing Skyrim Special Edition was identical to playing Skyrim, really. Minister of Paranoia, thank you for the resub over on Twitch. But yeah, I didn't, and I mean, of course, I did not object to Skyrim Special Edition. In fact, I love the fact that they released that. I am absolutely over the moon that they released that. Because, of course, that's the Skyrim we all play now. Someone's going to go, I don't, I still play Uldrim. But you know what I mean? Skyrim Special Edition is just, it's so much more stable, performs so much better, and, you know, on modern PCs, and just, there was no reason to not release it. See you, Matthew. I'm almost out of chips. I should have waited. Yeah. But yeah, never had a problem with Special Edition being released, because they already had it. They had it made before Fallout 4. All it needed was a bit of polishing, and boomph, off they go. So, and I mean, straight out of the gate, the performance boost I saw was staggering. So much. And of course, we got rid of, like, the water. I mean, Skyrim water doesn't look good even in Special Edition, but it looked awful in Uldrim. And the shadows in Uldrim were god-awful. Now, I actually preferred the anti-aliasing in Uldrim to Special Edition, but I started using EMBs anyway for Skyrim, so... In Uldrim, you can inject EMB further into the game. Not sure what that means, but I mean, yeah. If you once you're using an EMB, it's not really, the shadows are no longer really an issue. And you do start to, I mean, most of us are using water mods anyway, etc., etc. So it really just comes down to the performance. But like Uldrim performs like half the frame rate of Special Edition on my system. So, I recently played a heavily modded New Vegas for the first time. Fallout 4 ain't much of an improvement in comparison. Oh, Fallout 4, I mean, Fallout New Vegas to me was just, it was a great game. Fallout 3 was a great game. I liked Fallout 4, but it just, it lacked something. It's a lot of it comes down to the main quest, probably. A lot of it does probably come down to the main quest, but Uldrim is OG Skyrim. Yeah, when we say Uldrim, it's Skyrim the original. Fallout 4 is the greatest Fallout game ever. Yeah, you be trolling now. I mean, look, some people are probably going to prefer Fallout 4 to other Fallout games. That's definitely going to be the case. I mean, the gunplay in Fallout 4 is better than previous Fallout games. Absolutely. There's no comparison. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas had pretty awful gunplay. They just did. So, Fallout 4 definitely upped that side of things. I don't like 3, it looks old. Well, I mean, because it is old. Yeah. So, I mean, Fallout 4, they did a lot right. It's just, I mean, I love the crafting system in Fallout 4. Love the crafting system. Loved the power armor system. Some people were not a fan of it. I loved power armor in Fallout 4. Thought it was a massive, massive improvement, except for the fact that they gave you a suit pretty much straight away, which I thought was a completely moronic decision. And I think there's your problem with Fallout 4. Especially Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, because they've added a ton of creations that just give you overpowered crap almost from the start. And that is You see, this is one of the things with Fallout 3 and even Fallout New Vegas. We all remember starting off and shooting with our pipe guns and running around in leather armor and being scared of everything, and finally finding some power armor and getting the power armor training, and there's this, you know, this progression. And Fallout 4, we just got a minigun and a bloody, not the miniguns were all that good, but you know, we just got all this superb stuff straight at the start of the game. So any chance of a Fallout Chicago playthrough? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Fallout Chicago, is it a mod for Fallout 4 or for Fallout New Vegas? You kill a Deathclaw in an hour of starting, lol. Yeah, exactly. But then Stalker 2, to me, made that mistake. You fight a bloodsucker within the first hour or so. I mean, I feel like, yeah, the minigun with the bayonet was the best melee weapon. I mean, don't get me wrong, I see the appeal of the, you know, minigun. It's just actually underwhelming unless you've got the one with explosives. That's hilarious. Explosive minigun. Very, very fun. Yeah. So yeah, Fallout 4 power armor was a fantastic improvement. The way you could modify it, absolutely amazing. Love that. They went in the right direction with that. So Bethesda can do good things. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in Elder Scrolls when it comes to crafting. Because I can't believe they're just going to go back to the old, it's an iron sword, we can sharpen it. I'm expecting, like, iron sword, change the pommel, change a serrated blade. I'm expecting some stuff that could be brilliant. Very much depends on how they achieve it, of course. They need to make it look fantasy when you do this. So, yeah. But yeah, so that, like I said, I'm one of these people who likes Bethesda, and I like many of the things they do. I'm just... Terran Armada was just so bad. It was so bad. I'm sorry. It was so bad. It was bad. Bad. Really bad. And you know me, I don't normally make such declarative statements. It was just terrible. It was awful. The story. I mean, the concept of the story was fine, but how they did it was awful. Just... I am giving it a chance in NG+. I want to see if there's any improvement in NG+. I'm actually comparing Terran Armada and Watchtower now on a speed run. I say speed run. I'm just blitzing through it, focusing on NG+, doing them side by side to see how they compare. And so far, my instincts were spot on. Watchtower NG+, kind of fun. Terran Armada NG+, still sucks. But yeah, so... Nikki Drivix? Bethesda keeps taking L's, and it really scares me for Elder Scrolls 6, lol. I understand why people are nervous about Elder Scrolls 6, but I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 is the hardest one for them to screw up at this point. And I know people are already typing, Bethesda says, challenge accepted. Basically, in Fallout 4, they realized the voice protagonist does not work. They kind of realized the settlements don't work, but they brought them back as outposts in Starfield and make them even more useless. Actually, Fallout 4 settlements were never useless, actually. Fallout 4 settlements were actually useful. It was, it was a bit of a waste of real estate, and that the whole system didn't come with any reason. Yeah. Sim Settlements 2 shows you how it should have been done. I mean, granted, Sim Settlements 2 maybe even takes it too far in the fact that the main quest in Sim Settlements 2 is longer than the main quest of Fallout 4. But it's brilliant, by the way. So you know, Elder Scrolls 6, I'm assuming we're not going to have settlements, but we might have a few. But I'm hoping that they don't have like 20 different settlements, like in Fallout 4. I hope they realise that that was a mistake. And that, you know, Hearthfire having 3 houses you could build was kind of a nice balance, right? It was kind of nice that you could build a little house. So maybe if you had 2 or 3 places in Skyrim that you could set up a little village, you know, maybe, why not? Just not 20, right? Voice protagonist. It didn't go down too well. So let's hope Elder Scrolls 6 gets the silent treatment. It should anyway, because you're going to be playing multiple races. So it's very hard for them, I think, if they've learned the lesson of the settlement thing a little bit, and my God, they really should, right? I can't see how they screw Elder Scrolls 6 up, because Elder Scrolls is not a complicated formula. People always like to talk about Morrowind like it was some sort of special moment in history of greatness. It's a very basic game. And remarkably similar to Skyrim, just there are some key differences. It was mostly text-based, was the biggest difference, and the dialogue system sucked balls, as did the combat system. And the level-up system was just absolutely abhorrent. But, like I said, I don't see how they can go from Skyrim to Elder Scrolls 6 and screw it up. Morrowind was the right game at the right time. It was. I mean, Morrowind was great. It has way too much rose-tinted glasses applied to it by its fan base. Way too much. And people tend to forget that it is a lot easier to write walls of text that are good story than it is to do dialogue versus voice acting. Well, it's just more expensive to do the voice acting. So, you know, Morrowind did benefit from that. The story in Morrowind is a good one. I like the story in Morrowind. I didn't hate the Oblivion one, though. And I liked the one in Skyrim. But Morrowind was a really good story. But fundamentally, outside of that, it was a very, very basic faction system. And all of the factions were very, very, very bland. They were very cookie-cut and similar to each other. But it didn't matter. We liked factions. We liked having guilds to join. We liked climbing the ranks, becoming a guild master in every single guild for no rational reason whatsoever. We loved doing that, and that's what they need in Skyrim. They need a fighter's guild, they need a wizard's guild, they need a thieves guild, they definitely need an assassin's guild. They should have a bard's guild now. They should definitely have a bard's guild. Maybe they should have a priesthood. Why not have a priesthood? Make a few factions. Maybe more than they had in Skyrim. I liked Skyrim's factions, but there could have been a few more of them. Like I said, the Bard's College was already there. Should have been a faction. Should definitely have been a faction. You know, that's all they need. It's all they bloody need. I want an arena. An arena would be nice. Yes, an arena would be nice. Let's have an arena and an adoring fan. They can have the adoring fan. Yes, it'll be a meme. It'll be cheesy, predictable, don't care, have an adoring fan. You know, and then just have a bunch of side quests littered around. This is why I say it's hard for them to fail. Of course, I say that the quests have got to be better than Terran Armada. I mean, Shattered Space. I didn't like that faction. I didn't like that faction that much. But I have absolutely no problems with the quests in Shattered Space. None. Zero. Quests in Shattered Space were fine. Pretty good, even. But there was a lot of very typical Bethesda side quests. A main quest that was long enough to feel fleshed out and was actually quite interesting. I liked the main quest in Shattered Space. I did, and I thought it was fleshed out. It was interesting. I found the planet a bit boring. It was way too purple. I know that's an odd thing to say. And it is funny, you can say, well, it's like it had to be alien. Morrowind felt alien. But it was interesting. I just did not find that planet interesting. So yeah. They need to toss out the whole procedurally generated system. The thing is they've always had procedurally generated stuff. The reason it just became absolutely overwhelming in Starfield is if you're the sort of person who just wants to wander around a planet finding stuff, it really just feels very random and completely unimportant. Luckily, I've never had that vibe. I haven't. I like wandering around Skyrim. I quite like wandering around, like, the Fallout world spaces as well. I literally did none of that sort of thing in Starfield. That's when after I'd played a while, that was when I began to realise I was not feeling like I was playing a Bethesda Game Studios game. I was really focusing on quests. Totally focusing on quests. Of which there are tons of them, and a lot of good quests. But I was not just picking a direction and wandering off. Almost never. But yeah, so it's not about having no procedurally generated stuff. It's about having some procedurally generated stuff in a few places where it kind of, where it doesn't become noticeable. For example, you're playing the companions, right? There's a companion quest line, loads of quests you have to do, but there are also a bunch of Radiant procedural quests that get given to you. Usually, once you've done all the other quests, it's like you've finished the quest, you're now the head of the bloody guild, and now you can go back and say, oh, there are any things I need to do, and it's a bunch of Radiant stuff. All of the guilds have it, right? And I almost never do any of them, to be honest. The exception are the Thieves Guild quests, of which almost all of the tasks you get are Radiant. But for some reason, those never really bugged me. And I think it was because of the way I play, moving from town to town and then getting there and having 3 or 4 Thieves Guild quests and just having a sweet roll night. So, you know, so Radiant quests, having them is not the problem. It just needs to be something that you almost don't notice, or almost feels like the Thieves Guild Radiant quests almost feel reasonable. So, but the map isn't procedurally generated. Oh god, yeah, no, I don't want procedurally generated. If they procedurally generate, mind you, I don't know, didn't they use some procedural generation in Skyrim as well? I think they did. But then I think they went back over it and then, you know, moulded the bits that were procedurally generated. I think they then moulded, you know, to hide that procedural generation. And I think that's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. And I think that's the thing they need to realise is they got everything right with Skyrim. Yeah, there's a bunch of people who don't like certain aspects of Skyrim, but they got the formula right in Skyrim. They just did. It had people just... It was like the sweet spot. They'd got rid of quite a lot of the things that would irritate people in Oblivion, Morrowind, and they kept a somewhat distilled version of the formula that had been working for them. Fallout 4, they started to experiment with that formula. Starfield, they seem to have tried to apply the formula, but they've applied it to a genre it's hard to apply to. The reason I still have hope for Elder Scrolls 6 is they're applying that formula to a type of game that they've got experience doing it for. They shouldn't be able to fail at it. Yeah, I know, I'm sounding a little like, hopefully. But anyway, it's been an hour, I believe. We've now gone over the 1 hour mark. Shall we play a game? Even that's not a safe bet. Stop being negative, Nutty Comic. Experiment is really good, though, even when it doesn't work. None of us want stagnant. Right, so... I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're not 100% right. Experimenting is okay, but you shouldn't do it on your player base. You can experiment and have it run through 100 test gamers and see how they react to it. But if you experiment and just dump it on millions of waiting fans, innovation comes at a risk. It does. And here's the one thing I will tell you, Iron Thumbs, right? Innovation is massively overrated. Massively overrated. Everyone loves to say, I'm all about the innovation. I don't want to be imitation, right? It's just one of those buzz terms that gets spewed out. You know what? Imitation works. Imitation bloody works. If something's working, you know, it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing. So yeah, innovation is all right, but you are taking a huge risk, and you should do that innovation and test it at each step. I believe that's what CD Projekt Red ended up doing when they made Cyberpunk 2.0 and Phantom Liberty. I think they did more iterative types of things, tried things out, saw what people responded nicely to, and then went with that. Plenty of other game studios do pre-release updates for people to try and find the bugs. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, let's say you've got some new idea of how you want to do combat or whatever. You've implemented it. You know, this is really good. It's a bit different. It's really good. So what you do is you just give a small vertical slice of this world and this new combat thing, and you run it by 100 testers who've never played your game before, and you just get feedback. Also, run it by 50 people who played your previous game and see how they respond to the change. Is it positive? Is it negative? Get a feeling for it. It's okay to innovate, but the innovation should be small, focused, and tested. And this, I think sometimes what frustrates me, and this isn't just about Bethesda, but about loads of game companies, is I feel like they did not test a representative set of gamers. You know, I feel like it's like, oh, we just played it ourselves. And I've often found developers have no idea how the rest of the gaming community play their games. I think it's important to know that it's not malicious. We as devs really want to make games that we, our players, love. Oh, I don't think there's anybody who thinks Bethesda's sitting there going, I'm going to make something that they hate. They probably think, oh, they'll love this. But if you're changing something that's a key aspect of what makes your games fun to play, you've got to have the humility to go, let's just check, right? Let's and I think that is just, it's so critically important. This idea that you have an idea and you get to test it out, but you do need to test it out on your target audience. And if it is not well received, you have to just say, you have to have the courage to go, all right, that didn't work, and start again. And that is really hard. I can tell you this from first-hand personal experience. Nobody wants to admit they just spent 3 months, 6 months doing something that didn't work. No one does. The sunk cost fallacy thing kicks in, right? Nobody. But you have to do it sometimes, right? You have to just go, yeah, this ain't working. Testing is Bethesda's biggest flaw. Maybe. Yeah, probably. I mean, I made a comment in the review of Terran Armada. I couldn't believe they still have things like the pop-up notices, like the XP pop-up at the center of the screen, or that you have discovered such and such a place. Massive banner right at the center of the screen. I'm like, holy crap, they've still got that? Because of course I used a mod that changed the HUD, and I'd forgotten that. They still have that. I don't understand how you release a game with that in the first place. Your testers had to have looked at it and gone, that's really bad, guys, it's in the way. But once you released it, people were pointing it out and saying, this is awful. I mean, CD Projekt Red made the same mistake in Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk, you used to get those phone calls. Do you remember it? When you're driving down the road, you get a phone call, and you've got like big thing at the center of your screen, like, oh my god, I'm going to crash. But they heard the criticism and they moved it up to the top left, I believe. Out of the way. In fact, they made it so that the phone doesn't ring until you get out of your car, I believe. I mean, this is... CD Projekt Red really did listen to the criticisms. I've got a 1-hour video where I critiqued Cyberpunk at release. Most of it was fairly minor stuff when you think about it, but it affected the gameplay experience more than I think the developers realized at the time. And they have addressed almost everything I critiqued. So you can also ignore the call too and get a text. Yeah, that's right. You can now ignore the call, which I always felt like you were supposed to be able to do because there's a key to answer it. But at launch, if you didn't press the key, it answered it anyway. So it was like, why is there an answer key? So, you know. I only played it with the updated mod that moved it. Yeah, apparently there is an update. There's an update. Some guy's been making patches for Star UI. I need to, yeah. Yeah, let's go bowling. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, they really did fix a lot of the issues long before Cyberpunk 2.0, to be honest. But that Cyberpunk 2.0 is also another sign of a company willing to reassess. Because what they did in 2.0 wasn't fix all of the stuff I critiqued. They fixed the stuff that I actually thought would have been very hard to fix. Which was, the character build system was actually quite underwhelming and boring. The loot system was overly complicated and boring. The cyberware system was at times underwhelming. The clothes system and the way you modify it just was silly. You know what I mean? You could crank on as much cyberware as possible to make yourself armored, and you wouldn't even come close to the sort of protection that someone with a crafting skill could get wearing absolutely nothing but a bloody t-shirt. Yeah, butt naked, but for a t-shirt. The whole thing was a bit there. They addressed all of that in 2.0. Stuff I didn't actually expect them to do. So I was actually genuinely very impressed with the changes they made. So it can be done. It can be done. It's okay. It's only 15 minutes since he said, right, let's play. I should probably cut the rant out of this one. It's gone on for too long. Sorry. Just all over the place today, aren't I? All over the place.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh, we get free supplies. Why not? All right. I need to open. 75 minutes is too long. Never. No, it is. It is. I'm sorry, guys. I just... Yeah. What? I need the Darkest Companion. Darkest Companion as well. Let's get that ready. Right. So, I've got a bunch of people I need to remove stuff. We have a level... Right. I'm going to do a mission with my level 4... I haven't written down what mission I was planning on doing. Crap. Crap. But I've got a group ready. These are all people that can't go on the next mission, right? Yes. They're pimping out Captain Z. The orange one. Was it an orange? We were going to do an orange one. That's right. We were going to absolutely trounce an orange one. Yes. That one. It's got a focus ring. Focus ring's fine. And it was long, so we should get quite a lot of XP for her. Yeah? And it should be relatively... Okay. Well, she's actually quite good level for this. And she's got people that can really lean in and carry her. And I've got all of the trinkets, which means all I need to do is buy the stuff. I'm going to sneeze. I need to sneeze. It's a cove, and it's a lawn. So we need all the food. It said 12 and 8. I'm going to do that. It said I should take 6 shovels. Full stack of that. Full stack of... No, it said 4 of those. Cove. I can take a full stack, right? 3 of those. 1 of those. And 2 full stacks of those. Love the rank, gotta sleep, but I feel like I caught the main points of the stream. See, that's the thing. For those of you who are watching the VOD and have been desperately trying to find the start of the gameplay, wondering why on earth it went on for an hour and a quarter, it's because that's probably the bit a lot of them stay for. I should definitely do a podcast every single week for an hour or 2, and then ignore chat when I do streams of this. That's what I should do. That is a lot of shovels. It is, but it's saying I need them. Long Cove. Are we saying we should ignore the Darkest Companion, or are we? I mean, I've already taken more herbs than I need, more food than I need, more shovels than I need. It's probably not end of world. It's a suggestion, not a rule. No, I get it. But again, money-wise, it's not even that. You know what? Let's not overthink it. Money-wise, I've taken 2 of these rather than 1, and it only said take 1. And if I drop some shovels, I drop some shovels, right? Good night, Johan. So, yeah. I mean, I've got... and I'm not going down in the money. That's the thing. So... And I'm not even being particularly careful to bring a lot of loot home, so Like, I'm going to make 13,000 just in interest from the bank. All right. Holy water is good. I should
The
brought a
smell
full
of
stack.
rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Oh, I hate it when they do. Right, what have we got to do? Explore 90% of rooms. You know what? Let's just do this one. I'm not backtracking, but I will be... Well, okay. I will be backtracking. I've got no choice. I'm not artificially backtracking and leaving loot. Okay, let's get those buffs. Are we doing this, or are we just doing this? These things bleed? Oh, they're resistant to bleed. Alright then. Holy crap. These guys hit hard.
Destroyed.
Okay.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
So that happened. Oh, these are so stress-free compared to... Oh. Right, okay. Oh, there's going to be another fight. Okay. This party will be fine. Don't jinx it for me, mate. Look, see, we got already now. Oh, can't hit you. Alright, you know what?
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Oh, no. You know what? Let's just keep this accuracy run going. Oh, I could have done with de-stressing him.
Annihilated. Eradicated.
I mean, honestly, I should not even give a... Right. I was a little bit stressed. I should probably do some stress... The fights aren't lasting long enough to do stress reduction. And buffs. Why are you stressing? Strong start. We're massively over-leveled for this. Like, massively. This is a dungeon that's appropriate for her. These guys are all legends. And they're all... But they've got the buff for giving XP to people. So, we're hoping this will get her to level 5. If not, halfway to 6.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're not worrying about light at the moment. Okay. I probably don't even need to worry too much about stress either. I mean, one crit and he'll be unstressed, so...
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. In Radiance, may we find victory.
We don't have any area attack. That's... Oh, no. Huh. And...
Obliterated.
Yeah, let's just keep buffing. Extra chance to crit is... Holy. And that got rid of her stress. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Just shuffle these guys forward. I don't think they're gonna miss. I really don't think they're gonna miss.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Nope. Didn't think they were gonna miss. And... Oh! No crit. Oh, he got it one, but didn't need one. Oh, that de-stressed you, did it?
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Right, we're definitely not coming back here, so heirloom chest. Oh, God. I hate doing this, but... Well, do I need busts or do I need deeds more? I just think I need busts and deeds more than crests. The only thing I really... Well, I need crests for everything, but I need like 700 crests for the ridiculous thing. You know what? I'll... Right. Oh, God, no. Oh... Don't think that's going to matter. Okay. Don't think that's going to matter. In the grand scheme of things, I am going to get to the end carrying too much crap, so... Alright. I need crests for the outdoors lady trader lady. Oh, do I? Oh, okay. Right, there you go. So I need crests. I'll get crest. I'm bound to get some more crests.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh,
Continue
nice.
the onslaught. Destroy them all. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And oh, a little bit down, Let's see. Give you a bit of healing, and then you can hit her. Very, very hard.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Love his crits. Oh, see, I told you it was not gonna matter, didn't I? Yep. All right. Not sure where I'm gonna rest for the first time. Maybe I'll rest there. Then I'll go. Oh, this is a long one, isn't it? I'll rest. One. Maybe I'll rest here. Do then wake up and do all this, then come down to about here, rest again. Something like that. Although I could just don't rest until I need the stress relief. Because I don't even need the buffs, do I? Oh, I should just explore all the rooms. It's about getting 90%. I don't have... Do I have those? I don't have those. I don't have those. Is it worth dropping anything? I don't have them. I always want one of everything. Cute boots. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's where we're at. We are... I don't know whether I should... Nah. Keep the light going for now. I've still got a fair number of things. And this would be herbs.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
No. Everything's a no. Everything's an absolute no. God. Oh! It's weird, isn't it, leaving all that behind? Alright. Oh. I should have done this on the way back anyway. Alright, can I just... Ah.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Oh, we got... Right, see... I should have got his, AoE. It's the one thing we don't have a lot of, tools for, the stealth ones.
The blood quickens. Devastating blow.
Okay. Yep. Oh, that's... I have that against them. And now he's in range.
Well struck.
We get a heal? Oh, wait. Why? Okay, I've screwed up the skills. I've screwed up the skills. I don't have the group heal. Although it's a sign of how things are going that I didn't realize that until this point.
Power. A trifling victory. But a victory nonetheless.
Yep, didn't have that one. Wow, that is a sign of how it's going though, isn't it? That I didn't even realize I didn't have the group heal. Alright, you are...
Masterfully
I was going to say the biggest problem, but apparently not.
Inspiration and improvement.
When you've conquered this game, will you do the same on DD2? I might, but I'm going to take a long break. Because honestly, I need a break from the stress. I can't imagine Darkest Dungeon 2 is going to be stress-free. None of these can guard her, but I don't think it's that big of a problem.
Powerful blow.
Oh, well, really? It's still alive? Oh, because it's got protection. Oh, bleeding! Oh, we didn't get the bleed on him. Did not get the bleed on him. Eh. Tell you what, let's try and get this body out of the way.
Pummeling.
Oh, bad move. Okay, one of that, two of that.
This expedition at least promises success.
And... yeah. Shovel. This is why we bring lots of shovels. Yeah.
Wealth beyond measure.
Healing armlet.
Rewarded
I
to
don't
the
have
brave and the
one.
foolhardy alike.
I don't have one. Oh, I hate this rule. I hate this rule. I mean, I could. Camp here again. Oh, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna camp there, I think. Actually, I don't know whether I will. Not. Let's have a look. 90. Secret tunnel. Oh, all the way back there. I guess I'm backtracking then. Alright. I mean, again, though, it's not even like I need... If I'm going to camp here, I could save the torches, but I feel like I'm just not really in that big of a need. Oh! I am definitely coming back this way. Shouldn't have taken that one. We'll take nothing except this one. We'll go up and try that one out. Ooh, 70. Oh, snakes! We got snakes!
Singular strike.
Ooh, resisted.
The ground quakes.
Okay, what was that? What was that? Guarded. He's guarded by him. Ah, well. Yep. Oh, he's got riposte going. I'm just gonna clear that for you. Two rounds. Oh, does stun get rid of riposte? I can't remember if stun gets rid of riposte. Can't riposte if you kill it in one. Yeah, I don't think I can. Huh. Yeah, you know what. Well, now we can kill him. Right. Oh! Oh, I hate this game.
Horrors.
I loathe
Brought low and driven
game.
into the mud.
It finds ways to stress me out anyway. What? Busts or deeds or crests? Which one do I need the least? Anyone know? Anyone know? Aren't deeds stacks of 3, so this is technically more valuable than busts? God, you know what? I'm just gonna pick one. Don't even think about it. Don't think about it. I will pick that one on the way back. Oh, we got a fight coming up. Alright. Should I have used the torch? Nah. Nice.
Another one falls.
Did that mean it's going well? It is going very well for you, my new Vestal. You're getting pimped. Massively by these guys. And we are massacring this dungeon. And unfortunately, this means I'm getting cocky. And it's always a bad sign when I'm getting cocky.
For death by inches.
Oh, I didn't bring any anti-venom. Oh, and I can't believe I've been worried about torches. Alright, well, you know what. What I was thinking was rest there anyway, because I want the bloody slot at this point. Overconfidence is something. Yeah, alright. Okay.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a
Don't
maze.
need it all. I just don't. Alright, we got 14. So, I'm trying to remember. Right, what have we got? We got this one prevents nighttime ambush. Plus dodge, extra melee damage versus more accuracy and crits for 4 battles. That's not bad. More accuracy and crits. I mean, there's a little side of me thinking, accuracy and crits. Accuracy and dodge, though. Not actually dodge for him. Now, let's go for... He's now got 20 accuracy and even more crit. He's got a bit more... These are my main damage dealers. Was there anything I had a 1 for? No. Alright. So now my 2 damage dealers have got even more accuracy. Not that they were really missing at all. Yay, we got a space.
The promise of safety.
That is actually why I did that. Right, do not grab, do not grab. Do not grab whatever this is. Do not grab. Oh, we need to kill this. I mean, we need to kill all of them. But he is the priority. This isn't for accuracy at this point. It's for extra crits. It's for extra crits. That kills him and should I should enjoy these while I can before I have to go back to the darkest dungeon. Definitely just enjoy myself.
Back to the pit.
Right.
Needs... Push on
Oh,
to
that
the
gets
task's
6.
end.
Busts. Alright, ignore this. We're in a room. Are we in a room? We're in a room. Yep. Ignore this. So that's 3 shovels we need. I have a horrible feeling... No, sorry, 2 shovels. I have a feeling I can't open both of these, because I don't want to be wandering through here with only 1 shovel. I feel like I might not want to open either of those. Or maybe one of them, but not both. I shouldn't have dropped that bloody shovel. I should not have dropped the shovel. Can't believe I'm saying that, but... Oh, bad move. Oh, they are. I mean, his accuracy... What is his accuracy? His accuracy is plus 20. This is plus 40. He ain't missing, is he?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
All right. Oh. I think I'll just open one of them, one of the things, and just, you know... let's face it, whatever it is that's in those things, I'd be dropping them anyway. Okay. Yeah, like me on this one. So that's 3. I can't beat.
A brilliant.
Which is best to do? The coral or the chest? Hopefully you find a few more shovels. Can we find shovels in there? Nice.
Champion falls.
Ooh. That might be the biggest hit we've had so far. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether she would get a heal. But I want, you know, because he was probably going to kill it. So that's better. We get a bit more light as well. And then...
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
All right, so... Shall I open this one, see what's in it? And then I'm going to save 2 shovels for blockages, just in case. Oh no! Oh no! I've got one. I've already got one of those. Already got one of those. Don't need to pick it up.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah, That line hits so very hard, doesn't it? Hmm? Anyone who's played Darkest Dungeon, that line hits so damned hard. Aha!
Another mariner, another misfortune.
We got one shovel. We are not using it for curios. I feel that line was just written for me. I have this feeling I am not the only one who's had loot pain
star is born
on this game. I've got one more battle with these buffs, then we can rest again, get some more buffs, and also free up a space. That is quite literally the main purpose of me resting. To free up a damn space.
glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a loot mod was the first thing I downloaded. I feel like of all of the mods to use, that's closest to being the ultimate cheat mod for this game. like, in some games, just say, oh, you know, it just saves me going backwards and forwards a few times. This game, it's almost like a cheat mod. I understand why you did it, though. 'Cause it's just so... I think a better way to do it would be a mod that reduces the amount of loot you get. I can't believe I'm saying that. That might actually be the painless way to deal with the problem. I'm going to keep going for a little while. I want one more battle. Yeah, here we go. Okay, there we go. One down. Oh no, I am not judging you for cheating. Please understand. I get it. I completely get it. And it's not even like it makes a huge difference. Well, it probably makes a little bit easier, but I feel like it's more that it would reduce the frustration levels. It would speed the game up a little, maybe. But honestly, it's just for your own sanity. I totally get it. No way I can get the stun again, but get a bit of free light.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to rest at the next available spot. Refresh my buffs. Yep, right. Okay, let's just... Again, purely...
Circle in the dark.
Wow, I am...
The battle may
so
yet
little
be
food.
won.
But I know I could take two and then I could drop a stack, but I'm not going to. I might drop the two though next time we have some loot. All right. Actually, the 4's probably a better one for him. Then that one. Plus 10 dodge that. No, 10 dodge is nice, but this one would be speed and extra melee damage and accuracy. Let's go with that one. There you go. We're buffed. We're buffed. Okay. I'm coming back because there's a secret room. Obstacle. God, if we get another obstacle after this, it's stress time. I mean, I've got a de-stressor, so it's not the end of the world. It's just... it's going to feel like it. This one's on the way back, so we can do that on the way back. Didn't get the light on in time. I mean, this is just going so ridiculously well anyway that these guys could all go back out next time anyway. Just for the light, I guess. You're guarding him. No, he's guarded by him. Okay. Typical, do a job well, you're expected to do more of it. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I never noticed the big oiling pustule things on them. They're kind of revolting. I'm entitled to my 28 days paid holiday. Don't forget that. Not in my darkest dungeon, you know. I think they're ink sacks. Oh, that would make sense. Yes. That would make sense. Bandages, might as well.
Success so clearly in view.
I'm gonna be going past here 2 more times. Fights. Yeah, I'll do that one. I mean, realistically, I don't need to go all the way if I get 90%. And it's not like I've got to get all the loot. I'm going back for the secret room anyway. So I think maybe there will be actually done. 90% of the rooms will be explored. Okay. 3 more battles of buffs. Nice. Also nice. You know what? Just nice. Can even take a little bit of food. Really don't need it, but okay. No, I'm definitely coming back here. Definitely coming back here. On the way to the secret room. Same here. Let's have a look at the stress. 2 stress, 4 stress. Let's not worry about the stress. Do not stress about the stress. Definitely don't stress about the stress now. Okay. This plan's just going well. These buffs just make these 2 unstoppable. Although I sort of suspect that they were always going to be unstoppable at this level. Easy peasy, yeah. Definitely seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah, he's dead. Alright then.
Soothed. Sedated.
And, well, we don't even... There's nothing to... This may actually be one of the easiest missions I've got that! I can ignore
As
it.
victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah, portraits. Right, now, we've got too much to pick up. I'm not going to be able to... I mean, what... Even if I drop... Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can drop 5 things. I'm going to find at least 4 or 3 in the secret room, and I've got a couple of the... It's just not worth going back. It's just not worth going here just to... Just on the off chance to get a tiny bit more treasure. Because I won't be able to really... drop all of it. Oh, I can actually drop more or less all of it, can't I? Like, I don't need the bandages. Okay, so nice. All of that nice. So I can drop the bandages. I can... Oh, is it... No, it's not a good idea to drop the food at this point. Was there anything that needed... Were any of these curios... Did they need medicinal herbs? I think it was more shovels they needed. Oh, I'll tell you what they didn't need. None of them needed holy water. There was a fish for the herbs. Maybe... Yep, you're absolutely right. But I think this was the last, right? Got that? So, just... Yeah, let's have a look. I want to keep the food just in case we get a food check. The lights. And I need the keys. I don't need the medicinal herbs. I don't need the medicinal herbs. Although at the moment, let's face it, there's no point picking any of this up because I'm going to be dropping those 3 for the 3 in the secret room, so yeah. Any interest in a journal run? I mean, maybe. Although I gotta be honest, I think just probably not. Definitely not have opened that one, should I? And then we're just going up. Into the secret room. We then open this with a key. And we drop. Torches. We can drop. I don't know what. It doesn't matter what I drop. Stop worrying about it. And there we go. There you go. We actually made a decent amount of money as well.
Terrible things in this
and a few crests and things. You know what? That's not bad at all, is it? But this is the important thing. To fart. And look at that. She's almost at 6. All right. Unerring. Plus 10% damage range skills. Replaced Cove Adventurer. Yeah, let's not worry about that. Steady. Minus 10% stress. Oh, no. I was going to say, that I need. And then I remembered, no, he's never going in the darkest dungeon ever again. Claustroph... Oh, God. Dana. Claustrophobia. We definitely want to remove that. And then... Curious. Bad one. Okay, that... You've got a whole heap of bad. Like, a whole heap of bad.
Death.
Bar is free, gambling free, brothel free. Yeah, we don't need it, but... Yikes. Alright, so... That's unfortunate. Let's sort by class. Let's have a look. Where are my Vestals? I got... Nutty Comic! Alright. You can take Nutty Comic out, because I really do feel like we need to get, Captain Zero here in the sanitarium. A whole heap of things. Right, I mean, she's got 4 things I need to remove. 4 things. I think I'm going to get rid of Egomania first. Does she have anything that could be... None of these are absolutely essential, but could Clotter just be a useful one to lock in? Because why the hell not? I mean... Oh, wait. Are you sick? No, you're not sick. Well, you're sick in the head. Very sick in the head. I mean, I feel like Clotter, I'm spending a bit of money I don't need to spend, but slightly less bleed's always going to be useful, isn't it? And she's in there for a while, so why the hell not? Everything else is completely useless. It's just not. Could 5% range skills? I mean, can she crit on her stun? Can she crit on her stun? Can leave Egomania, Curious, Guilty, Claustrophobia since they will not trigger in the Darkest Dungeon. Right, but we gotta get her to the Darkest Dungeon. I frickin' hate these things. She can. Oh, maybe actually just... Is it... Oh, actually. Now that I think about it, 5 accuracy is good on everyone, isn't it? She won't be hitting that much, But honestly, just that extra chance of landing the stun so that they don't dodge. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do natural swing. I mean, it's accuracy, period, not just on melee. Yeah, alright. So that's... What did I get rid of? Egomania. Right, we've got Danny we need to remove. What was Danny? Wasn't Danny one of my... no, it's Dana. Oh, Danny is my new... Ooh, let's decide. Tell you what, let's decide what we're doing next. I think we're going to raise Nutty. Nutty doesn't have anything that needs to be removed or changed. And these guys are all ready and rocking to go out. Which really... And we got a short veteran. It's not super long either, so you know what? That... Oh, I should have done this before. I should have done this before. I should definitely have done this before. Can I do it now? I can. Trinket sorted. Alright, let's just... everything's sorted there. Stagecoach. Gonna check Stagecoach. Definitely gonna change. But we've already got 2 Vestals. Am I gonna need more than 2 Vestals? So the big question is, should I take her out, or should I be trying to pimp out these guys as well? Probably not. I mean, we could do an easy mission. No, let's focus on the Vestals. Sorry to Danny, Shinshiro, and Robodon, and Barking Wilder, but we'd... Yeah. Ooh. Depends on whether you succeed. Yeah, no, you're right. You're not wrong. Terrible. Awful. Not great, but not a bad one. What do you think, Houndmaster? What do you think, Houndmaster? Because we don't actually have a Houndmaster anymore who can do anything. Well, no, these guys can do that. They can't go in Darkest Dungeon. Another Saracen lady. What, Shieldbreaker as well, you think? Dancer lady. I'm guessing you mean Shieldbreaker. Oh, Fengophobia's bad, though. Whew. Oh, good. Oh, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I've got 6 spaces free. Let's get some... Let's get a shield breaker and a Houndmaster added.
A lawman
that means a 5-minute break.
Faithful beast, a bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
It's a 5-minute break, that is. We have 2 new victims. If you are a subscriber on Twitch, a member on YouTube, or a patron on Patreon, you should be in the Backers channel. Get over to the Backers channel. We got a waffle going. I will be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. So, do we have new victims? Well, we have new victims. Do we have names? Who are we going with first? Are we going with the Shield Maiden first? Vote ends in 40 seconds. I never won a waffle. How did you become one of the named people? Gopher, no, because we needed time. Oh, sorry. One waffle, two winners. Right. But the first winner, are they going to be the Shield Maiden and the second one the Houndmaster? That's what I'm getting at. You choose because I donated in the first live stream. Oh, right. That could be it. Yes. We didn't actually have anything set up, I think, did we? And then didn't we get we chose all the moderators? You and the moderators. Hound, then Shield. Okay, it's Hound, then Shield. I will just double check that they are both rocking and ready to go. Oh, can't be marked. Interesting. Okay. Screen set. Well, we're not back from the break until... Okay. No, we got winners. We got winners. We got winners. We're back. Right. So, the first one was... What we did say? We got... Hound, then Shield. So, the Hound Master is... Knonshu. Knonshu. And we got C. Dante as our Shield Maiden. Knonshu, the Houndmaster, and C. Dante, the Shield Maiden. Breaker. It's a... Oh, God. It's a capital, isn't it? C. Dante. Oh, for God's sake. Got there eventually. Right, so we've now got... I've got to mark down what I want to lock into to position here. Right, C. Dante. I need to remove Fengophobia. But lock in... I think everything. Hard-skinned and Eldritch Hater. There wasn't anything else to remove, was there? No. Right, because that's actually a really good set of bonuses. For Knonshu, I think we lock in early riser. And remove... I think I'm going to remove both of those, probably. At some point. But I'll remove Thin-Blooded first. But, first of all, I've got two of the people I can treat. So let's have a look. We've got Captain Zero to remove... Right, that's right. Danny to remove Ruminator. But Danny's going on... No, that's Nutty Comic. Wait, what was Danny again? Danny! Remove Ruminator. Robodon, Lock-in, Photomania, and Natural... Yeah, alright. We'll start with Danny. We wanted to... Oh god, yeah, Ruminator is actually locked in and hard to remove. And Hard Skin we've already got locked in for Danny. Do we need anything else? Cove Tactician? No, we just want to remove that one because Stress Heal is always going to be a problem. And then... Robodon. We're going to... Wait. Lock-in Photomania and Natural Swing. Oh yeah, you got a bunch of them, haven't you? Mike Burnfire raiding with a party of 19. I'm not going to ask what the duck in the corn is. Welcome, Raiders. Yeah, Natural Swing and... minus 20% stress if torch above 75. Those are both nice. I'm going to lock in Natural Swing first. I mean, the thing is, I've got to say, I feel like these guys are never going to make it to the Darkest Dungeon. Because, of course, I'm now pimping the Vestals. So it's actually going to be kind of hard to... I could take the Vestal with them to raise them up a little bit, maybe. Because, of course, Captain Z is just... Or Z, sorry, is going to level up no matter what we do. Wait, I see Mike Burnfire is raiding with a party of 19, and then Mike Burnfire is raiding with a party of 4. You were running 2 parties at once, apparently. It's a little odd, but okay. Oh. Let's just double check. Double raid. Yeah. So, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm guessing this one's going to possibly get into the mid-5 with Nutty. Then what I'll try and do is find... Oh, I can't take Nutty or Captain Z on anything other than an orange. And these guys, an orange would be tough, wouldn't it? God damn it, it's really going to be hard to raise them. I mean, they might survive an orange. But like none of... Oh, will 5 go on a green? Maybe. Anyway, we're doing a short veteran ruins. Short veteran ruins. And for that, we need 1 stack of food. 1 of these, it said, or at least 2 shovels. 1 stack of those. 2 holy water. 1 key, but I'm going to take 2 at an absolute bare minimum. And 1 bandage. I'm going to take 2 at a bare minimum. Should I take anything else? Is there anything else you might need in the ruins run? 6 of those now. Nah, it's short. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just get in there. Blitz this. I mean, these guys could carry her through a long... Could definitely carry through.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar. Now,
ignore.
foreign.
Oh, ow. That's more stress than they got in the entire... long bloody dungeon last time. Yes. 15 stress. I think that's the maximum stress we got.
The match is struck.
Oh, and you know
A
what?
blazing star is born.
Still alive after work. Who's alive? They're all alive. Oh, me? Yes, I'm still alive. Oh, still live. Live. You know, that makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. Okay.
Oh, such a terrible assault.
Wow, this
cannot
is
be left
going
unanswered.
worse than the last one. Because it's short, I just assumed it would be easier, but that's not how it works.
Give them
It's
no
the exact
quarter.
same difficulty. It's just less of it. Oh, you're guarding him, mate. Yep, let's get rid of that one. You know what? Let's just keep you alive. Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. Different type of enemies as well, so yeah, it's gonna hit differently. Oh. Yeah. They don't bleed. It's got quite a lot of protection, unfortunately. Right, we're all buffed up.
Eradicated.
Still pretty damn deadly. Stun resist. Wait. Judgment. She doesn't do extra damage against undead, does she? No. She's got a tiny bit of damage on her.
Soothed. Sedated. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Should have brought more keys. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, not really worried about that stress. Yeah, these guys are really good for leveling up people, I think. Just being able to keep the buffs going and de-stress if needed means these guys could just keep going through veteran dungeons forever, I feel. I mean, I know famous last
Light,
words.
The promise of safety. A decisive pummeling.
And
Annihilated.
oh yeah.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Ow. That's yeah. Okay, let's get some crits going now. And yeah, definitely this dungeon's definitely hitting us harder, isn't it? No ands, ifs or buts about it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Replace the Vestal with FK, and the thing is I think FK will not do green missions. Whereas the level 5s, will they? I don't know. I don't remember exactly what levels.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
I mean, it would be nice
Their formation
to get
is
someone who's been on the
broken.
darkest dungeon,
Maintain the
obviously,
offensive.
for the both. What was this again? This is just treasure, right? It's just treasure?
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Okay, we just boom. Oh, another one. Alright.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
So we only go to 90% of rooms. We go up, down here. We got one potential room. This was stress relief, wasn't it? Was this stress relief? Was it stress relief? You don't need to use anything? Or was it stress relief if you use holy water? I think it was stress relief if you used holy water. And I think I'd rather save that for some loot. Or am I remembering that incorrectly? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it, I think. I just... I don't actually have enough stress to even care anyway. Combat. Alright, we got 2 fights or an obstacle. We could actually go bump, bump, bump there and then go down here and avoid 2 fights, but honestly, can't be bothered. Oh, really? We did it right then.
Obliterated. Destroyed.
Right, I mean, honestly, we're,
As the light gains purchase,
Yep.
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I'm guessing this thing can't bleed anyway.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Oh dear.
all.
It's a different game. When you're going back to these easy dungeons, especially when you're going in with completely over-leveled characters, it's just a different game. I really have to stop
In
getting
Radiant,
used to this,
may we find victory.
because I'm heading into the darkest dungeon soon. That should actually kill him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And... oh! Okay. Oh, just...
Well struck.
okay. Yeah, that's... no. Oh! It's annoying. I probably should just do more shooting, but the riposte is so damned powerful. Ooh, 19 stress.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
This will be the last room, and then we can leave. That is so weird. Okay.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Little bit of money, tiny bit of... Alright, let's have a look. Trestle? Ah ha ha, we can't use them anymore. Because one of them's got spotted fever and the other one's got vampiric spirits. Also not a lover of anemic. But alright. But we are level 5.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession.
Okay.
Mile markers on my road
First
to damnation.
things... You're diseased. Carcasses get in there. Right. So... This means... We don't need to lock anything in for her. So... Can... No, she won't do those. She will not do those. Unfortunately. So if I'm going to use a level 5 to pimp, I've got to take them. Oh, yeah, I should remove the trinkets. So, yeah, this is a problem, you see. It might be a little tougher to do... yeah. So I have a feeling now, unless we got another Vestal waiting for us, those guys are... We got a level 1 Vestal. We also have a level 4... Let's have a look. We've already got... Oh, God. We've actually got a level 4 one. We've just got ourselves a level 1 that we were training up. Although, good God. He needs a lot of work, doesn't he? Is it worth getting a level 1 Vestal? I mean, then I've got 3 Vestals. 2 of them are ready for the Darkest Dungeon very soon. One of them can keep with these guys on and off. I mean, Vestals are just so damned good. Yeah. Total Vestal domination. Yeah. What, and just do a quick green? You know what? Let's do it. Get back in. Get back in. We need another Vestal. Get back in the
pious and unrelenting.
The Discord. The new Vestals all have different colours. Unfortunately, there are limits. We've gone through all the actual colours, I think. Or have we? I don't know, actually. Can I please read staff channel? Oh, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have Discord open. Give me a second. Oh, God. Sorry, FK. Are you the only moderator? Are you the only moderator? I'm sorry, FK. You need to go to bed, don't you? FK needs to go to bed, people. So we're not doing a waffle. We're not doing a waffle. Which means we'll have to do it next time. We'll have to do the waffle next time. But we've now got a level 1 Vestal. We just don't know what she's called. Yeah. Right. So, then... I should just finish these guys off. Okay. Let me just have a look. Who have I got currently in... I've got those in the sanitarium. This means I can put some other people in. So the question then is... what are we going to be doing next time? Should I do... oh, wait. That's nutty. Should I do a low-level one to raise up some of our noobs? Bring me as a bonk Vestal. Well, unfortunately, Ocean, you're a little too high level to raise those guys. Although it would be funny, wouldn't it? Just to have a Vestal group. You know, just like Volinar, Ocean Gaming, and FK or something. It's an actual name. So now we have to do it. And unfortunately, that means we have got to do this one, which is a medium veteran with our poor new level 1 Vestal, who is to be decided at the start of next week. However, okay, who was the bonk Vestal? Was it Ocean? It was. Right. So then... can't do that. Can't do that. But she can do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Do that. She don't have anything. I mean, maybe I'll do this just in case she gets knocked back one or something. Right? Yeah. And then, what we got? Oh no, we have to... she needs to be in position 2 to get the bonus of this one. So that's pointless, because you might bonk Vestal, you got to be at the front. Or do you? I mean, it looks like we're having 2 bonk Vestals. Oh good God, that's not what I want to do. I mean, it really does look like we've got bonk Vestal in position 1, unable to use the special trinket. Well, I put you in level 2. Oh, God. But then who goes in level 1? So you're there. FK's now a bonk Vestal? I mean, the whole point of having the bonk Vestal is in position 2 is she gets the extra boosts, right? No. No. No, it's got to be 4 Vestals now. It's the rules. But that means we've got 2 bonk Vestals. Which is going to be odd. Right, yeah, this is so... God, right, unholy clutch hitter. Okay, FK's pretty... but unfortunately, where are we going? It's Warrens. It's Warrens. So, yeah. She's got minus 5% crit melee. Actually, I got a feeling we need to swap those two around. Yep, Volinar, you are going to be Bonk Vestal 2 as well. Wait, no, I got that. FK's going there. We got Volinar there. Ocean Gaming there. 4 Vestals in the Warrens doesn't sound good. Well, the other choices are we do a champion mission in the ruins. No, we can't. It's got to be Warrens. It's got to be Warrens. So, yeah. Right. Deadly. Eagle. Rising. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, if we put Ocean in position 2, you can get the extra damage. Right. What about for our forward Vestal? I feel like what I need for Volinar is just a bunch of bloody protection at this point. Like, seriously. Dodge, maybe? All the dodge? Some accuracy and some dodge. No, more dodge. All the dodge. So just I'll make Volinari very, very dodgy. Huge dodginess, right? Lots of dodgy. All the dodgy. Our Bonk Vestal. There you go. We've got plus 10% protection, 15% more damage. And she can actually heal reasonably okay, and she can do a lot more it's melee. She's not really just melee, is she? She's like everything. Maybe we should actually just go all the accuracy as well and some protection there. Everyone's going to be really stressed at the end of this, just letting you know. And then we will go Mucho Healy on FK. Yeah, no, she's going to go very Healy. FK's going to be very, very Healy. And I think our new Vestal should just be... Well, first of all, she needs this with extra resolve. But then I'm thinking, if I've got something that just makes her hard to hit, that's the better option. High protection on the noob. Yeah, that's sort of kind of, or some protection at the very least. How about 8 dodge and some more health? I mean, it's not great, but... Or just, how about that? It's a lot of stress though, isn't it? That's a huge amount of stress. I'm very reluctant to give somebody that much stress on their first ever dungeon. Maybe that one. It's a little bit of protection, little bit more health, less damage, bit more stress. I don't know. I just really don't know. Don't know what. 5% protection plus 10 dodge. Yeah, level 1's going to get a ton more stress. I mean, that is absolutely true, isn't it? Almost feel like I should just... You know what? Let's do that then, right? Little bit more stress from this, but we want this because we're trying to pimp her. Extra health will make her a little harder to kill, dodge, and we'll just try our best to keep her alive. So we've got... Or are you thinking maybe I should go... See, I don't even want to hit with her. She's just got to do some weak heals, I think, the entire time, probably, yeah? And we just want to try and keep her alive. The one at the front tends to get hit a little bit more. So I've got a lot of dodging there. And, of course, she's really got no... I mean, she's just going to have to keep smashing things. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Beyond a bad idea. I'll put the group heal on if she gets shuffled. Same here. So we've basically got two bonk Vestals. One of them's mostly set up for dodging. The other one's set up for protection and more damage. We've got a healer. And we got... What, you saying I need to reduce her stress even more? Are you saying I should worry more about the stress and just do this? Because I want this one. Just do this so she just doesn't take any stress. Probably. Alright, you know what? I will bow to your wisdom on this. And it's a medium. Oh, damn it. It's a bloody medium. Oh, that is painful. Oh, we've used the Book of Sanity. Oh, we've used the Book of Sanity. Used all the stress reduction in the Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, it's definitely the way to do it. Oh, yeah. And let's just... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, God, excuse me. Oy. Let's just double check. I don't think there's anything I can do to... She's got everything. Okay. Alright. So, let's just see if we can keep her alive. I mean, you could argue, alright, well, you took a chance. You took a chance, you got a new Vestal anyway. Right? Hey, on the bright side, with the buff she gets from these guys, and the buff from the trinket, and the fact that it's a veteran mission, she should get a couple of levels, surely. Who gets to level 3, maybe? And we'll find out who that's going to be next time. Oh, before I do anything, let's have a look at the sanitarium. I've got a few other people. Alright, you know what? Captain Zero, remove... Oh, we're already... No. We're not. Captain Zero, where are you? We can remove another one of these, can't we? We can remove another one of these. Anything else we can lock in? Plotter. What do we think? Plus 5% on crits on ranged. I mean, it's not a terrible option, is it? Then, you know, she could do a little bit of stunning with some crits. Bleed resist is also nice. Darkest Dungeon might have tons and tons of bleeds, being able to shrug them off could just be that thing that makes the difference, right? It could. I'm going to lock that one in just for the lols. And then we had... Who else did we have? We had Robodon. We want to lock in Photomania. Will only drink. Don't care about that. Oh, Night Owl. +2 speed if torch... Oh, below. No, Photomania. Minus 20% stress if torch above 75, which it normally will be. Alright. Locking that one in. And then it was Barking Wild, huh? And it was... Remove this one. I mean, that's not great, but Paranormania is a terrible one. Alright. We still have a few... Dana has claustrophobia, but honestly, I think Dana takes... Unfortunately... Dana is, you know... less important. Sorry, Dana, but I need to focus on the people who might be going into the darkest dungeon. We also had anemic. Yeah, we did. Echoes, we wanted to make Eagle Eyes permanent. We did. That's still on the list. Still on the list. Okay. And of course, lastly, Graveyard. To the Fallen. Balin and Mark Clues. Yeah, we lost a Vestal. Had a lot of Vestals, really. I've now got 6 Vestals. We got 1 in the Graveyard. Yeah, I'm a little Vestal dependent, aren't I? I can't believe there's a named group for 4 Vestals. I can't believe I came up with a rule where I had to play it if there was a named group. I think that rule should only apply if it's a new named group, like one I haven't discovered yet. Just so that I can... Wait, what's this? Ah! Oh yeah, wasn't there... What was it that I still needed to upgrade? It wasn't these. Survivalist. Ah, reduce the cost of camping skill training by 10%. Probably should have taken that a while ago. Because I've taken all the skills, annoyingly enough. Tavern. Yeah, Tavern does need a few things. Again, though, it's that point where really don't need it. Nomad Wagon that I've never used a single bloody time. Even though I don't think I've got either of those. Maybe I should buy some trinkets. Does anyone ever actually buy trinkets? I mean, can I upgrade the Graveyard? I can't believe he's sniggering.
In time,
Ooh.
you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Yeah, no, we know them. We know them. Now curious if all classes have a named groups of 4. Yeah, I'm not totally sure, but I don't want to mess up the order I've set. Should I change the colour of our to be decided? Just so that we've got... There you go. For now, at least. Yeah, we're going brown. Who was our brown Vestal? Because I'm sure we've got another brown Vestal. Nutty! Nutty is the brown Vestal. So, we do actually have... Yeah. But it's just for this group, I feel like we should actually maybe go green. Because we've got Nutty and Captain. And we don't have green. And we don't have white. I say we go green. But I say what we do is we do this one. She's brown. And then she levels up and she gets her green robe. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be Warren's veteran, medium, and yeah, it's going to be a little bit stressful because this group is not a good group. Sorry to my Vestals. Vestals are awesome. They really are awesome. They're the best healers. Awesome. 4 of them together. I'm not convinced we've got a huge... You know, there's a chance we might be running away. I'm only even thinking about this because there is at least... It's these 3 at least will have some advantages in this veteran. Rude. Oh, FK, if you want to tank every single... every single mission from now on, that's okay. Actually, FK, you're the only one who's in a position of comfort here. Well, the Ocean Gaming is in a position of comfort. Bonk Vestal. But you're the only one who's really set up well at the moment. I'm feeling a bit sorry for Volinara. I mean, arguably, it doesn't really matter because these guys have got the same skill set. But of course, yeah, one of them is slightly better set up for hitting things. The enemies will get bored if we just keep healing ourselves. Rounds and rounds of healing. Just do group heal, oh, these... She can group heal. We're just going to have like 3 group heals and this one at the front desperately trying to mace bash everything to death. But the biggest problem, of course, is we don't have a huge... Oh, gee. No, this is not good, guys. Basically, our 2 front Vestals can only attack the first 3 ranks. And our back 2 can only... Oh, no. Judgment can get everywhere. I mean, we've got 2 people who can do Judgment on the back row. If we get something on the back row that needs to go down quickly, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. Oh, now I'm stressed. I thought we were going to have a stress-free stream, and I'm stressed for next week. I think I'd rather do the darkest dungeon next week. Alright, well, we'll get that out of the way, and then hopefully we will also then do at least one mission where we take one of the Vestals, take her to the champion level, and then... We're probably not going to get to the darkest dungeon next week either, now. Glad I'm not in the group. Could put you in there, Nutty. I mean, arguably, you could make the argument here, Nutty, that I stick you in instead of FK. You could be the group's healer. You know. I don't need the XP buff from all 3 Vestals. You could put you in and you could level up. Arguably. There's a little side me thinking I could put the... Oh no, one of the Vestals is in... Captain Z's in the... is locked away. Yeah. I mean, is there an argument to take Nutty? Here's the argument against it, Nutty. I need you and Captain Z for the darkest dungeon. I do not want to lose one of you. I'm going to say this. My other Vestals are going to freak out. The 3 Vestals you're with, that are leading the next group, they've already done darkest dungeon, can never do it again if I lose one of them. It's going to suck a little bit. It'll limit me a little bit in trying to pimp other people up, but I'll work around it. I lose you or Captain Z before the next darkest dungeon, I'm going to be seriously peeved. Yeah, I wouldn't say expendable. Master Wolf said, if it wasn't the Warrens, I'd say, yeah, you think Warrens is going to be a nightmare for this group, don't you? Even Master Wolf is like, no, just take your A-team if you can. And I mean, if I lose the new Vestal, it'll be less painful as well. Because she's quite far away from being out of Darkest Dungeon it. It's a terribly callous way to look at it, but it's also the correct way to look at it. I quit. Sorry, FK. It's not great for the Warrens, just some nasty mobs there. Yeah, I know. I'm not. Look, there is a chance we will go in, get a bit pummeled, and then run away, right? There's nothing in the rules say I can't enter a dungeon and then run the hell away if it's going badly. I'd like to see if we can do it, though. I'd like to give it an attempt and see if we can make it. Yeah? Because you never know, right? You never know. After this run, you can quit to the graveyard. Oh, nasty. Yeah. I mean, we have to just keep reminding ourselves that this is a veteran. And isn't that for level 3s and 4s? And the 3 front Vestals are all level 6s. So there is at least that. They will have the advantage when it comes to landing hits, and probably advantages in things like dodge, maybe. I don't quite remember. And they've got the highest level gear. They've got the highest level gear. So, you know. The real vulnerable one is the Vestal at the back. She's at the back. I'm sort of hoping because they're all Vestals, they won't single out our one Vestal. And we just sort of, you know, keep her doing group heals or something. And that means the other ones can actually do their blasts. Anyway, we'll find out next week, won't we? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yep. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, they usually target whoever seems weakest or most stressed. Oh, that's not good. Can I stress FK out? Like, really early on? She's gonna scream at me now. Sorry, FK. Just I'll be streaming again Thursday with Che. I am thinking of trying to get another stream in this week and doing something new. Something random. I don't know. You know, the Avatar game or I don't know what else. Claire Obscure? Dune Awakening? Fable the Lost Chapter? I'm just looking at things I've got installed. You know, just trying something new for the lols. FK is stressed enough. Someone keeps stealing her spring rolls. Oh, good grief. Outrageous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you anyway. I will make an announcement when I decide. If I decide to stream. I'm not going to promise it. I'm thinking of doing something. Just want to try something new. So, otherwise, Thursday, me and Che, Grounded 2, or next week, more of this. All right, good night.